Welcome back. In your video today, we're going to be gaining insights for Lilith in Virgo or Lilith in the 6th house. We have a lot to cover, so go ahead and put your headphones in and put your phone down, and let's discuss this placement or transit. So first we're going to take a look at Lilith and just talk about what Lilith is all about. So in ancient mythology, Lilith was known to be Adam's first wife, and it was not Eve. Lilith was made and built from the ground up, just like Adam. So they were alike. They were the same. Lilith did not want to be overpowered. She didn't want to be ruled over. She did not want to be submissive. And because of that, God casted her out of the garden and went on to make a suitable mate for Adam. Okay, so what's going on here is Lilith is going to be about raw sexual nature. Lilith is going to be about the rebel going against the grain, breaking status quotes, going against the norm, and things like that. So it was said that Lilith went out into the world once she got casted out. She went out into the world and was sleeping with demons, okay? Being possessed by the devil. That's what it is. Lilith was about freedom and freedom seeking, okay? Did not want to do regular Decola shit. So now the 6th house. The 6th house in general is ruled by Virgo, and Virgo's ruling planet is Mercury. So when it comes down to the 6th house is about mundane activities. It has to deal with your health, also diseases. The 6th house is really considered to be one of the houses that are the battlegrounds of the world because it has to deal with your survival, maintaining your bills, making sure that you have food on your table. It is kind of similar to the 2nd and the 10th in a way. Okay, the difference here is going to be that the 6th house has more to deal with. I'm also your pets, but it has to deal with the hustle and bustle of life and routine activities, things that you always do. You wake up, you brush your teeth. You wake up, you wash your ass. You wake up, you do this, you do that, go to work. After you go to work, you come home and you go to and cook food and then go here and go there. So it's more of that kind of shit going on here. So let's get into this. Lilith and the 6th house, men and women, individuals and also people. So when it comes down to planets in these houses, any aspects made will influence the accuracy. So Lilith in the 6th house affects themes of the 6th house, such as health and work habits. This placement can make someone very intelligent and indicate a successful career. Dislikes for provocative humor. This person may want to appear as a calm and organized, but be the opposite. So these are going to be the people off the rip that can appear one way and they are completely at the opposite way. They can be completely different. So they can be showing up as they are an angel, that they are innocent, that they are kind, and they can be the devil, they can be Satan, they can be a demon at times, okay? Keep that in mind. So when they finally snap, it can come as a surprise. This can also indicate poor health due to stress. So you want to monitor that. Anybody that has Lilith in the 6th house or knows somebody that has Lilith in their 6th house, okay, you do not want to not tend to your diet, not tend to your health and things like that because this is the house of health and diseases. So be wary and not so much be wary, but be a little alert about being stressed at times. Don't let it take a toll on you. Okay, so now, you can also, with this placement, have a lot of frustration and you do need an outlet for the frustration that you can accumulate with inside of you. So they can experience poor mental health as an addition. So you could enjoy gossiping, especially in the workplace, or be at the center of the workplace gossip. Shame surrounding sex, perfectionist, intense fear of failure, intense anxiety surrounding the future. Any mentors in your life may be connected with your Lilith. Temptation to hide from day-to-day duties. Sexual relationships with coworkers or coworkers who flirt with this person may experience a lot of discrimination, maybe even ableism. All right. So now just another thing on this note. You have to remember that this is connected to Virgo. All right. So this is going to be similar to having Lilith and Virgo. And I know that you guys probably already saw that video, but these are also the people that are schemers and scammers, tricksters, con artists, and things like that. These people have a way with words. You have to remember that. Lilith is exalted in Gemini. So with that being said, Gemini's ruling planet is Mercury, which also means that the sixth house ruling planet is Mercury, because Mercury rules over Virgo. All right, so these people are highly and extremely brilliant, intelligent. Okay, their minds is something else. However, you just have to keep in mind that when dealing with them, they can be very persuasive. So these can be the salespeople. However, day-to-day routines can be a little confusing for them to maintain. Okay, even if they have children, just keeping up with all the things that they have to do, it could take a toll on them. It's not that they're not able to do it. Okay, they can definitely do what they have to do, but it can stress them out when they have to do certain things and certain activities, and that's just what it is. But moving forward, people with their Lilith in the sixth house often feel that they have to give more than other people do, but they often receive less. So this placement can manifest as a fear of not being good enough. It can also poison your everyday activities, indicating habits that don't serve you and a resentment toward self-discipline. So people with this placement can be a perfectionist, always wanting to be perfect or striving to be perfect in some kind of way in specific areas. Okay, so that this will also that. I don't know, I'm sorry. This also prevents them from getting things done. So Lilith in the house can indicate imposters. You can be obsessed with doing your own thing. Okay, and doing it the best to your abilities. But you lose too much time fussing over the details. Being efficient is a challenge with Lilith in this house, so it is hard to relax. People with this placement can be very pessimistic and even depressive. Okay, so people that have this, please be sure to think more positive than negative. Stay clear of those oppressive thoughts, okay? When the world begins to be challenging and unbearable, okay, you have to believe in yourself that everything is going to work out for the greater good, depending on the rest of the chart. They are often strongly attached to reality. According to Lilith in the sixth house, dreams equal delusion. You don't believe in things not visible to the eye. This can make it hard for you to find your purpose in life and your purpose in things. In the natal chart, the sixth house is the house of your job. So relationships with coworkers, employees, the way that you contribute to the daily life of the world. So sometimes Lilith in the sixth house suggests quarrels, disputes, even confrontations with people at the workplace. So if your personality is not really a Lilith-like attitude, okay, you will attract and be drawn to people that embody Lilith energy. They might be jealous, okay, and very negative. So you can be drawing yourself to people that are extremely negative people and people that can hold within them a lot of negative, even a lot of little of traits into them. You do have to be cautious on the workplace because this is the house where you are constantly busting your ass. So when it comes down to the workplace, and this is where it's kind of going to be a little bit similar to Lilith in the 10th house. It's going to be a little similar on this note because this brings to the table scandal. Also people talking shit about you on a job, dragging your name in the dirt. Okay, making things up about you, lies about you. Okay, whether you did them or not, they're going to be talking about you quite a bit. So you got to be careful with that. Okay, also be careful about having sexual relationships with people on the workplace, on the job. Okay, because these people can also put your name to disgrace. So this placement can indicate a manipulative atmosphere in the workplace. It is best to be extra careful. Lilith here suggests that scandals are more likely to happen if you let things spiral out of control in your professional life. So you should be particular and also wary with any sexual relationships with your coworkers or people that you meet through work. So Lilith in the sixth house makes it hard to collaborate with other people. Your coworkers and employees can cause problems for you. Some people with this placement unconsciously perceive the people they work with as enemies. Okay, and to be completely honest, some people that you work with will be absolutely enemies. Okay, because what it is these people are going to be people that are hard workers. Okay, they can be hard workers, but they can also be the type of people that can sit back and watch other people do the work themselves. Okay, they are very strategic, they are strategists, and you have to keep that in mind. They're very persuasive with words, so they can get people to do things that they would not normally do because they have that mental ability within inside of them. Fucking with this Lilith. Okay, so for people with Lilith in the sixth house, it is important that it is extremely important that their jobs allow them a lot of freedom, a lot of space, a lot of time. These are the type of people that should probably just decide at some point in their life that they do become entrepreneurs, have their own business and things like that. So they do not bump heads with the coworkers. They are the ones in charge. They are the ones in control. Okay, calling the shots and things like that instead of somebody telling them what to do. So some people with their natal Lilith in the sixth house had to start working at an early age. And maybe they were pressured to take up too much responsibility at an early age. So yes, these people, all the type of people that could have started working when they were fucking 15 years old. You know what I'm saying? Feeling like the weight was on their shoulders and they had to stand up and stand out. Having the woman up and man up, okay? And just really get down to the depth of that. So some people with this definitely felt like they had a burst of energy for responsibility and duty at an early age. These men and women feel that they want to break free from everyday life. So they could find themselves falling into escapism. They could find themselves on drugs. They could find themselves really in a low place, a low space in their mind because of the world and the things that you have to endure in it. Okay, so let's just say, for example, somebody dies in their family. Okay, that could take a toll on them. Of course, that'll take a toll on anybody. Okay, but these people are really going to, it's going to affect their mental, mind events and things like that. If this is somebody that has a child and the father doesn't take care of the child and things like that. Okay, this can take a toll on their mental capacity. All of these different type of things. So these people can really feel like they need to escape from day to day reality. Okay, you got to just be a little cautious about that. And it does not have to be with just drugs. Okay, this can also be somebody that is extremely addicted to sex and wanting to fuck all the damn time. All right, so now, the life in a sixth house is often a sign of hypersensitivity. These men and women, also individuals, easily absorb energies around them. It is important for you to be in environments that support your well-being. So try to remove harmful triggering influences from your life as much as you can. The lift here in the sixth house indicates health issues. So these people can be prone to being a little psychotic, okay? Or even having psycho diseases. So if they don't learn how to manage stress and let go of trials and tribulation, events that didn't turn out the best, okay? Virgo sign in general is a perfectionist, and they know that they are not perfect because nobody is, but they strive to be as perfect as they can be. Okay. So you do not want to stress yourself out because you don't know how to let go of certain situations at times. You need to let go sometimes and just let God. And that's just what it is. So now they often don't pay attention to maintaining a healthy lifestyle either. So harmful, self-destructive habits can also be present with displacement. So at the same time, little from the sixth house can reject healthcare. They can be the type of people that don't even trust people in the health field. They could feel like they don't really know what they're talking about and they're not really sure about what they're doing. And this could be another reason why they can reject certain shit like that. Okay, so now Black Moon here wants to be self-sufficient and not giving and not receiving service. So the sixth house is also the house of pets and small animals. So Lilith in the sixth house can indicate a challenging relationship with your pets. They might be too self-willed, rebellious, and hard to control. Okay, so in addition to this, just having Lilith in the sixth house once again. When it comes down to sex, these people are highly sexual and sensual individuals. They can persuade you with their sex. All right, they do have a lure nature about them, but they come off looking like they are gentle and kind and innocent. Okay, and that's definitely going to be one part to them. But the other part is they have tricks up their sleeves like no other. Okay, so you got to be cautious when you're dealing with somebody that has Lilith in a sixth house or Lilith in Virgo, because they are people that can con you out of a fucking damn deal. All right, when it comes down to their love interest, okay, they can really adore their partners, but they know how to persuade them also. Okay, so it's a lot of persuasive energy going on when you're dealing with the Lilith in the sixth house. All right, that's all I have. Please leave a comment if anything resonates with you, and be sure to watch the next video to gain more insight on other transits and placements. I want to thank you for watching.